Hi everybody, it's Christine Bertram and I'm coming to you live from the Hive on Thursday, August 3rd. It's the first Thursday of the month, you guys. Yay! We winded down July and I thought, how did we get 7 months done of the year already? So we're well over half, it seems now, done with the year. We ended off July, you guys, with our camping trip last weekend. It feels like forever since I've done a live with you. It really has been well over a week. It's almost a week and a half since I've been live with you guys. It's crazy. I missed you. But you had Kelly in the interim. So Kelly did the paper pumpkin class last week, Thursday night, you guys. I watched part of it. And she started off by saying, there it is. She started off by saying, like, Technique Thursday. And it's been a little while since we've done a Technique Thursday. So you guys, we got a great class for you tonight. We're going to be doing the Winter Wonderland Stamp a Stack, some 5x7 awesome cards. While I'm in here, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, you guys. I would really appreciate that. And I'm just going to say hi to a couple people that are already on. Hi, Penny Powell. You're the first one. Yes, you were the first one to comment tonight. Good job. You are definitely getting an A for effort of being on time. Yay. Hi, Mary Lemke from Southeastern South Dakota. So Mary surprised me with some Happy Mail, and I just realized, Mary, they're sitting on the counter in the mudroom where the mail got delivered, or the UPS. Mary had some bee ball jars sent to me that have an imprint of a bee on them, and so we were talking about what we could drink in them. Definitely some lemonade with honey. We could put fresh flowers in them for the escape if we wanted. I could see drinking a beer in them, or anything. So next time I'll bring them over here and I'll show them off to everybody. Hi, Jennifer Jones. Hi, Judy Sharp. Hi, Susan Bellamy. And Susan, we've got your hot, humid weather here. Yeah, Penny, does that matter mean all of us others? Oh, yes, right, Penny? Good call, Mary. So what Mary's asking Penny is, does that mean all of her other stuff is done, that she's here? Because I know Penny's usually working on stuff right up to the last minute. Oh, thanks, Susan, for reminding people about the thumbs up. Hi, Patty Wright from Oregon. Hi, Holly. Hi, Donna Grushke. You guys have a fruit fly that's flying around. I don't know if you can see it. So Penny's avoiding it. I love it. Hi, Cindy Runtree. Thanks for sharing. Hi, Cheryl Bowie. Sharon Land's here too. Hi, Anna Carter. Hi, Betty Pyle. Hi, Randy. Hi, Debbie Schultz. Hi, Mary Carls. You received your mini catalog an hour ago. Good job. So Mary just reached out to me because she was having a hard time finding the catalog, the PDF version on the demonstrator website. And you guys, I got mine in the mail yesterday, actually. So it looks like St. Patty's Day all over it because it's so pretty and green. So if you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator or discount shopper or hobbyist, it's right there. You should have gotten yours in the mail, and if not, it's coming soon. They were sent out via bulk mail, so you could get it next week. You could get it yesterday. I mean, it varies when they ship out. So I was excited to get mine. Yay! Hi, Sandy Wicklander. Hi, Sherry Everett. Hi, Susan Ray Hendricks. Thanks for sharing and liking already. I love it. Hi, Becky Gandolfo. Who else do we have here? Hi, Sarah Merchant and Angela Knutson. Yay! Angelique is here. Hi, Sherry Martin. Hi, Jeannie Parker and Connie Moore. Yay, you guys, the gang's all here. Hi, Pauline. There's Marcia Coolibert, too. I love it. Hi, Marcia Long. Hi, Nicole Herrick. I'll talk about the Mississippi here in a second. Hi, Laura Sullivan. Hi, Jenna. Hi, Nedra. Wow, you guys. Hi, Sherry Pyre. You guys, there's a lot of people here already. Hi, Sherry Pyre. Hi, Karen Forward. And there's Vicky. Wow, Darrell. Cheryl Thomas. Wow, you guys, I love it. Hi, Ann Bellinger. Cheryl Taylor. You are on. I'm loving it. So Cheryl is taking this class with me. I love it. Yay. Awesome. And Karen got hers too. Laura hasn't gotten hers. Hi, Linda Hodge. Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. So, Linda, you wouldn't have yours. I'm trying to think when you dropped. I'm thinking that I was trying to recall. If you're not currently, if you weren't a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in July, then you would need to get, you would get one from your demonstrator. And if I'm the demonstrator that you shop with or buy products from, then I ordered mine yesterday. They are set to arrive tomorrow, and I will be getting them out in the mail starting next week. So, yes, so that might be the case for that. Hi, Francis Rodriguez. Hi, Susan Wormley. I had a great trip, I think. I can't say it was a bad trip. It was a good trip. It was good to get some vitamin D, some sunshine. It was a gorgeous week last week. So we left on Thursday. We actually left on Wednesday, and we stayed overnight by Deb Norman. Hi, Feline. You got yours a few days ago. Yay. Oh, Laura's waiting to hear what she's waiting to hear what we're planning before she orders. I love it. So we did map out. So lots of things going on, and I might be a little bit of a squirrel here as you comment. I might get side quested or sidetracked, but just side quest, side note. I and Diane, we sat down and we mapped out already what we're doing for classes, especially like ink, paper, scissors, and let's just stamp. And then we mapped out the suite classes, or bundle classes. We mapped out. What else was it? There's the ink papers, all the series. We've mapped everything out. It's all on paper, and it's almost all into the new PDF schedule. So you guys, I'm waiting on Rose. Rose is on vacation at the moment. And I'm waiting for Rose to get back to me on what she wants to do for the 4 techniques for September through December, and then what stamps that she's featuring. And once I have Rose's information, it's going to be done, because I actually sat with Gina this afternoon, you guys, Gina Bulow, who's going to be adding in some classes onto this YouTube channel. She's on my team. She's my most senior bee. She started with me on my team in 2016, and she's going full bore ahead with classes again. She had to take a little time off for the kidlings, and now she's got 2 class series she's adding to the calendar, a scrapbooking class and a technique class, and then 2 ad hoc classes that are Memories and More class, and she's doing a card buffet in person. So we sat down and got her stuff all mapped out, and so that will be in my schedule as well, because it will be featured in my Cards by Christine YouTube channel. So there you go. So patiently, you guys, my goal is to have all, I messaged Rose a couple of days ago, but I know she's on vacation, right? So it's not like no work, hopefully, on vacation. So hopefully she'll get back to me soon, though. And I'm planning to print those who get schedules or catalogs for me. I'm going to print the schedule, stick it in like I normally do. And otherwise, it'll be on my Cards by Christine website that you guys can download as well. So I have 2 certificates to spend this now. Yes, very good, Anna. Yes, so the bonus day coupons. There's another side note, you guys. Bonus day coupons that you earned in July, make sure you use them in August. You have the whole month to use them. So get that order in, get them used so that you don't forget about it. But yes, the bonus day coupons get used. And then we're back to the Mississippi. So we stayed overnight with Ed and Deb Norman. We went to dinner with them on Wednesday night. They live in Dubuque. Deb is on the team. She's a Be Happy stamper, and we connected a couple of years ago, and we visit each other back and forth when we can. There's a fabulous winery down in Dubuque that we like to go to, and it's at the end of where our trip was actually going to be. And we started in Prairie du Chien, which is right on the Wisconsin-Minnesota, Iowa border, I should say. We started up there, and we stayed at on a beach in the middle of the river on Thursday night. Got caught up in those terrible thunderstorms. We luckily were in our tents by the time it was raining, which was about 1 o'clock. We got in our tents, I don't know, about 11. The mosquitoes were horrendous. And then we got up and paddled in the morning, and then we luckily got to the next campsite, which was down by, trying to remember the name. It starts with a, I'm drawing a blank. Yeah. Wow. I had it in my head. I was going to say Sinippy, but it's not Sinippy. That's where the winery was the last day. You guys, so we basically all in all paddled 60 miles down the Mississippi. Okay, so from start to finish, my friend John mapped it. And Cassville, that's what it was. I was like, C, it started with a C. So the first night we stayed, oh my gosh. So Cassville was the second night. And then, you know what? I was on vacation, so I didn't pay attention very well to where we were going. I just knew I had to get in a boat and paddle, like a lot. So Cassville the second night, and there was a horrible, so if you guys, I know there was people down in Milwaukee that lost power until like from Thursday, like for a whole day. We got that storm went through. We were in the tent, and then it started to sprinkle on us, and then the winds picked up, and we were grounded, so we were good. But yeah, so we got 2 rainstorms, luckily not during the day. And then we kept paddling, and we stayed overnight at Potosi on Saturday night, which was perfect. We got out there, and there's a brewery in Potosi, and it was good. So we got to take showers. Otherwise, it was just washing yourself and bathing in the river. Yep, the Mississippi River. I didn't feel clean until I took a shower, and I took 3 showers. I basically took the equivalent of 3 showers on Saturday night. Like, I washed the hair 3 times, I washed the body 3 times, and then I think I still wanted to shower again after that. But so then we had a great night on Saturday night with no rain. The funny thing though, it wasn't funny. It actually, like, the mosquitoes were so bad on Saturday night. And we didn't know it because it was dark, but when we went in for the night and we were inside the tent, you can't see anything, right? Because it's pretty much dark right away. So in the morning, around 6:30, the train. So you guys, the trains, barges, and some power boats. That's all that you see. Oh, and bald eagles. We probably saw about 40 bald eagles on the whole trip. But like trains left and right on both sides of the Mississippi going up and down. Barges, like these huge barges that have 15 crates, I don't know, big thing. You know, one is the equivalent of like 60 semi-trucks, and there's 15 of them all linked together. It was crazy. So that's all we really saw. But that last night, we had mosquitoes. And so we got into our tent, and then we woke up at 6:30 that morning because of the trains. Hi, Debbie, yes. Because of the trains. And you could see, because it was light, right? It was light at 6:30, and we looked all around, and we're like, where did all these mosquitoes come from? Like 30 mosquitoes in the tent with us. And like there was 10 over there was 10 over there, they're like all trying to get out. And Tyler looked at them and he said to me, they're all full of blood. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And so I went on a little, guess you could say, a mosquito killing rampage. You guys, sorry if you like mosquitoes and you think this is bad, but I had no problem. They were in the tent with me, and they stole my blood. I did not let a single one of them out, and they all paid the price, I guess. So needless to say, I had a bloody mess all over the tent that I had to get the paper towel and water, and then I had to clean up the mess because every one of them that I squished had blood in it. And it was just, I'm like, oh my goodness. So yes, so after I saw them, I'm like, yup, I'm glad I didn't know that I was sleeping with these things. So so then we got up and we paddled the rest. You guys, it was like 17 miles the first day, 19 miles on Friday, like 13 or 14 miles on Saturday, and 10 miles on Sunday. Whatever that adds up to was a lot. And I'm good. Tyler could have kept going. He could have gone for like another week or 5 days or 2 days. He would have been happy doing more. I was completely content. Everything was good except for my lower back started to get really sore. So I'm like, yup, it's time to get off the boat, you guys. So, but the canoe got a workout. The SS Jimmy got a good workout. So it was good, you guys. Nothing to worry about. I know my mom and my dad were probably a little bit worried. I know Deb was worried. Diane was worried. But it was like, and I think going into it, I was a little bit anxious about, well, the Mississippi is the biggest river in the United States. It's the widest. It's like in some points 2 miles wide. Like what happens if the winds pick up and it gets rough and you get white caps? And we had the best luck with it because the water was almost glass for a lot of it. And when these barges come through, they hardly make any wake. The worst thing was when some power boats that were really big power boats, they would go by. As long as they were far enough away, they didn't make such a bad wake. But it was quite the adventure, you guys. That's our annual camping trip. We've been doing it on the last weekend in July. It started off with a Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and now it goes into a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a 5-day trip. So hi, Mary Schreiber. Correct, Sherry. You can kill them as much as I want to. Yeah. So you guys, yeah. So mosquitoes they weren't so exciting. Hi, Hilda now. Yes, I am back. I do have some pictures, you guys. I will show you some pictures. I have a little folder here that I created. I don't have all the pictures, but I have some of them. Tyler has some. I haven't gotten them all. But so we met up with Deb Norman. So you guys, if you don't, oh, that's a blurry picture. Oh, I forgot to turn my volume off. Okay, there. So I met up with Deb Norman, you guys. So we met, and they had these beautiful, huge hibiscus flowers. Look at the size of that. It's the size of my head, basically. So, yep. So we met up with Deb, and we went to the winery. And there's Tyler. He likes to take selfies of himself. And there we are, just canoodling along. We got brand new paddles for this one. We had some old Cabela's paddles that were starting to break. Like Tyler broke one about 2 weeks ago. So we're like, we need to buy new ones. So if anybody's into paddling and you need to buy a new paddle, go to Bending Branches online and they have the best paddles ever. So yep, there we are on the Mississippi. It looks like dirty water. Yep. So I did bathe in that like 2 nights in a row. Glad to take a real shower. This was our campsite on the Mississippi the last night. So that was where the mosquitoes were the worst. And these are our friends, John and Tiffany, and then Tyler's in the back. And they both had their kayaks. And then Tyler and I were in the canoe. And that was our campsite. This is where we stayed on the beach. This was, I think, the first night. So, yep. So it was hot. It was sweaty. And Tyler's calling me. I'm so sorry, dear. I'll call you back. Sorry, dear. Okay. And there was our start. So that was when we got into the water. So that's the starting point. And that's what I got. All right. So I'm so sorry, dear. He probably knows I have class. He forgot I have class. All right. So I've got my volume turned off, you guys. So we will make sure ringtone's off. Okay. Back on track. So all in all, you guys, it was a good trip. It was good to go. It was good to say that I canoed 60 miles down the Mississippi. Do I have the urge or the need to do it again? I'm good for a little bit. But if like in 2 years, what we might do is start north of St. Louis and do a similar trip down the Mississippi and end in St. Louis. We also thought about some point going back to Dubuque and starting at Dubuque and going down a few miles. There's no goal to do all however many miles the Mississippi is. Like, there's no goal. It's not out there, you guys. Not at all. But it was good. I think next year we're also talking about going up to Wildcat State Park and doing a little river trip up there. So, all right. So good stuff, you guys, in case you're wondering. Yes, purple flowers, Hildy. I love it. Hi, Carla. Assel, good to see you here. Okay, so you guys, that was what was going on. You might have seen here that I do have the new catalog. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I can show you the cover. I cannot show you the inside, but so pretty. They went to Tyler's favorite color from my favorite color. So I'm a purple fanatic and Tyler is a green fanatic. So he hasn't seen this yet, but so this is the catalog, you guys. Again, just a reminder, if you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, discount shopper, or hobbyist, Stampin' Up! Is sending you your very own catalog. So you'll be getting that in the mail. If you're a customer with me who has purchased product in the last 6 months, then make sure if you don't normally get a catalog, like let's say you've just switched demonstrators or you used to shop with a demonstrator and they're no longer active, or something's going on where you're not going to be getting a catalog from who you normally get a catalog from, and you need to get a catalog and you've been buying from me, hi Latokia, then definitely just follow up with me to make sure that I have you on my list. Hi Shirley Malarkey. Oh yes, Angelique, I thought of you and Carmen Sanders too, because we love, so it was great to stay with Ed and Deb. We could take them to dinner and they let us stay with them, right? So it saves on a hotel night. So I told Tyler and I told John and Tiffany, I said, I'll bet you any money if we go anywhere else and we do a canoeing trip that there's some lovely lady that will let me stay with them and my friends that we can shack up for the night and then be on our way and then see. So we saw Ed and Deb both on Wednesday night and Sunday, which was awesome. So we went to 2 different wineries with them. So it was cool. We got to do like a little fun stuff and then get on our trip. The Boundary, yes. So Boundary Waters are up north, and that I know John and Tiffany have done that already. They have definitely done the Boundary Waters. So back to the catalogs though. If anybody is needing one and you're not sure where you're getting it from, and you've been purchasing product from me for classes or for any reason, and you need one, and you're not sure if you're going to get one from me, just follow up. I do keep a database, you guys. I keep an entire database of like who needs catalogs, who doesn't need catalogs, who's demonstrator or who's not. I try to keep track of as much of that. And what I do is I go into that database and I just go to my field that says they need a catalog, and I print out little baby labels and I put them on the catalogs, and then I know who gets the catalog. So if you're uncertain, if I have been sending them to you in the past, like the last one, then you're on that list yet. But if you're newer to me and uncertain, just double check with me. Oh yes, Jeannie Parker, I can come over and stay with you guys too. Yes, I think I would assume that. So awesome. All right. So the other things too I want to remind you guys of, I have a little happy mail I want to show you. We're going to do the monthly creative challenge drawing. We're going to do the class card challenge drawing. We're going to do the drawing for the VIP half off bundle. I have the top fans picked, and there's 2 card classes, Ready to Ride and Playing in the Rain from April, that I have winners to announce. So we're going to do some of that afterwards. So don't let me forget about that. I think I signed up in May. Oh yes, Linda Hodge, you did re-sign up. Okay, so Linda, yes, you re-signed up in May, so you're good. That's right. There was a little period of time that you took off, Linda, and that was in the springtime. And you're right, you did re-sign up back in May. And so yes, you were on Stampin' Up's list to get the catalog. So it just depends on when their bulk mailing comes. Yeah, I had a temporary lapse of memory when I was thinking about that. Hi, Sue Spigner. Thank you so much. So yeah, so Linda, you should be all set then. Like when that comes, you should be good. So you'll be getting that. So perfect. All right, so these are what we're gonna be making today, you guys. So we'll do roll call here in a moment. These are the cards. There's 11 different cards, and we'll go through these. They're a little bit different because they're 5x7 cards. And we're going to be using the designer series paper. That is the One Horse Open Sleigh. Oh, you know what I didn't do though? I didn't bring my blue ribbon down here. Oh, I have to go get some blue ribbon. So for those that did the class with me, if you did the Be Happy Stamper team pricing, you did not get any ribbon, and you didn't get any the goodie bag. You didn't get the paper or the Stella. You would get the 11 envelopes, and you get all the paper products. And so that's what's in this cellophane. So we'll go through this momentarily as well. Just to show you two, these are where I pulled sentiments from. All you need for this class at the moment to do the outsides are sentiments. So we pulled in a thinking of you, a thank you. You could do happy birthday, hello there, or no, a heartfelt thank you. And then some of these from sending smiles. So these are the ones that I used. The only ink colors that I pulled in, hi Pat Detlefson, the only colors I pulled in here are the different blues, a Misty Moonlight, a Night of Navy, an Early Espresso for our sentiments. And for those that signed up for the class and got the PDF, just know I tried really hard when I got back to keep all my stuff straight. And 2 people helped me out. Cheryl Bowie helped me figure out, Cheryl Bow, I think. Cheryl, it's B-O-E. She pointed out that my picture was wrong in the beginning here. I had the wrong one here. I switched them. And then Ruth Nicholson pointed out that card 2 was incorrect. So I think by the 3rd time I sent this PDF, it should have been good. There was a lot that went into it, and coming back from being camping, I don't think my head was attached on straight. So, but I think we got the tutorial good. So you guys, this was emailed out for those that signed up for class. This was emailed out on Monday, I believe. And what we're gonna do together as a group is we're gonna cut our designer series paper so that we're gonna get it all cut, and then we're gonna merge it in like we normally do with like a Memories and More class. We'll merge this pile into this pile, and then we'll go ahead and put the cards together. I am going to get my class list and some blue ribbon though. Okay, so I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. Peter is the ribbon that these are going to the kits, and I am Paul. And because I don't have a roll down here, so my mom so nicely cut these into the right pieces for a class, and I'll just borrow from these for now. And I should be okay. So this is the roll of ribbon that you guys got, if you got the full kit, is this Night of Navy bordered ribbon. And so I will be using that. All right, so let's do roll call here really quick for you guys. I'm amazed, you guys. This class, hi Sue Beasley, good morning in Australia. I'm just astonished, you guys. We're so happy with this Winter Wonderland Stamp-A-Stack. I actually kitted up more. I had started with 60 and I kitted up 12 more. I believe I potentially have one of this class left, kitted up, ready to go. And it blows my mind. We had 14 people for the in-person last night, you guys. 14 people made these cards last night. We started class at 5 because usually with a Stamp-A-Stack it takes longer. Well, I had people that were done with this class by 6:30. Okay, crazy. So there's a really, the cards are so elegant and pretty because the designer series paper is so amazing. So just so you know, like, I think that we'll get going on this and you guys are like, wow, these are really easy cards because of this DSP. So we had 14 last night, and then I have 57 already that were signed up for the class right now, and then there's one left that I know of, unless I miss signing somebody up. So I'm not willing to give that one up until I know for sure I didn't miss somebody, because with being on vacation and not having my cell phone on all the time, I think I got through my emails, but sometimes the texts don't come in, and it happened to a couple people when I was in Norway that their text never came through to me, and by the time that they got to me, I had none left of the class. So I'm going to give it just like a day or two to make sure that I have everybody covered. So, but I have first on my list Miss Karen Woods. She's been on the list for many months. Patty Wright, Donna Grushke, Lori Kaiser, Jenna Helms, Feline Mays, Angela Knutson, Randy Thompson, Latokia Trigg, Linda Scott, Judy Sharp, Sarah Mitchell, Sherry Martin, Debbie Gast, Francis Rodriguez, Karen Forward, Mary Lemke, Sarah Merchant, Shirley Malarkey, Sue Spigner, Sherry Everett, Jeannie Parker, Sandy Wicklander, Angelique McClendon, Faye Needler, one of Faye's first classes. So it's so awesome. This will probably be her first class, actually. She's taking everyone in August, compliments of a friend of hers. And so welcome for your very first class, Faye. Melanie Howe, Mary Carls, Becky Gandolfo, Kat Fronick, Ruth Nicholson, Susan Ray Hendricks, Cheryl Bowe, Darlin Blaze, Julie Bierschbach, France Eldridge, Lori Baxter, Lynette Mooney, Christina Heiser, Susan Bellamy, Cheryl Thomas, Vicki Rodriguez, Laura Sullivan, Leslie McMinn, Janet Prue, Nicole Herrick, Sarah Kruger, Bobby Rubish, me, haha, I have to put myself in, otherwise I forget to give myself a kit. You guys, I almost read off my own name. Joanne McDonald, Cindy Runtree, Tina Bean, I think it's Tina's first class too, Miss Nancy Ryan, her first class, Cheryl Taylor, Kathy Ballard, Joanne Naples, Vera Anderson, and Cindy Ettringer. So again, I may have one left, but I'm not going to put it out there as up for grabs until I know for sure I didn't miss somebody, because it's always a lot of work to kit up one extra card class. But I did kit up 12 extra for this class because it was good to do 12. I'm good with doing 12. So what else? Let's see here. So we're going to flip this down. So you guys would get a Stella in your kit. So a lot of you guys are calling out, yay, that you guys are here. I'm so excited. You would get a full pack of this and a Stella pen and a roll of the ribbon, and then 2 feet of the that pool party gross grain. It was really hard to design all of these cards with one color of ribbon, especially when there's the different like one's a darker blue, and but then we had some pool party kind of looking layers. So that's why I could have opted to try to do everything in Night of Navy, but instead what I did is I just gave everybody 2 feet of the pool party as a little extra bonus for ribbon. So we're going to go through and cut our 4x6 pieces down and some of the other ones. So there's 12 pieces of paper. What you guys want to do, hi Melanie Foy, what you want to do, hi Carol Alanis, I hope your surgery went well last week and that you're doing better. You guys, there's 4 of each one of these patterns. And so you want to pull out each one of these patterns, and we want to put them in order. We want to put them in order per the PDF. This is the reverse order. We're going to cut them in reverse order, I think, just because then it doesn't matter which order. Just know that we want them in order. So we have the tree one. So there's 4 of each pattern. Want to pull 1 of each out, let the other 3 sit because you don't need them. And so you're going to pull out that one, this tree one, this house one, that one that I don't look like I want to be out in that weather right now one, that tree, there's a house, a tree, Bambi with the big ears, the sunset, the sunrise, sunset. This one looks nice and peaceful to me. The little foxy, and then the tree guy here, the path here. So, hi Teen Terwilliger, coming late, better late than never. All right, so get them in that order if you can. And then what we're gonna do is grab the trimmers, and we are going to trim them right away. So everything's trimmed in the beginning. So This card right here, I have my Post-it notes on here. I'm tempted. Yes, I think I'm going to do it. So this says cut off 2 inches from the left side. So you have 2 options. Ultimately, all these cards, the top outside piece of DSP is a 4x6. And I will tell you that originally when thinking about designing for this class, I was going to do regular size A2 cards, which are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I went to Tyler for some guidance because I had to show him how pretty this paper was. And he said, why do you have to cut off so much of the paper? Why can't you make the cards bigger? And I'm like, oh, well, we can make them bigger. So we made them, then that's where the whole idea came up to let's make 5x7 cards. I'll be honest with you guys. Stampin' Up! Does not sell 5x7 envelopes. So I put in everybody's kit. I get these off of Amazon. I'll be honest, they're just peel and seal 5x7 envelopes. If you've ever gotten Happy Mail from me or a birthday card, these are the envelopes that I use for sending out birthday cards and Happy Mail prizes. So you got 11 envelopes in your kit. If you want to get them again, all you got to do is look for 5x7 envelopes and then get some envelopes if you want to make more of these. So all of these have a Post-it note on them with a note on it. Like this one says, cut off 2 inches from the left side. So this is the left side, you guys. Everything is in reference to looking at the DSP as like how it should be. And so this is 2 inches from the left side. That means we're not going to touch the top or the bottom. And we really want to get this down to 4 inches. So you can either, measure in 2 inches from this way, or if you flip it upside down, you can measure 4 inches. But ultimately, you want to cut 2 inches off of this left side. So either hold it like this and cut it at 2, right? Because that'll cut it right here. The reason I cut off the left side is because I wanted to keep this open gate right here. So we're going to cut off 2 inches. That gives us a 4x6. That is the exact size you need. Now, what do you do with this? You make something pretty with it. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. But I'm going to put it on my scrap pile. All right, so now what I'm going to do is start a pile. I'm going to leave this pile sitting here, and because I have these in reverse order of start to finish. I have them from last to top. Most people trash the envelopes, but my envelopes from Amazon too, unless I finish them then I buy first. Yeah. So you guys, I generally, I'll be honest with you. If you haven't figured this out, the only thing that I don't buy in my business to use for my kitting of my cards, I will tell you, is the envelope. I go through about 23,000 envelopes a year. And if you're buying maybe 40 or 2 packs, let's say 40 or 100 or less envelopes in a year, and you don't go through a lot of envelopes, I would highly encourage buying the Stampin' Up! Envelopes. They are a good quality. They are better quality than any envelope that they're so silky and smooth, and the texture of them is so good. And I would pick them over the envelopes that I use, but you're gonna pay a little bit more for them because the quality is better. When I go through 23,000 envelopes in a year, if you take the difference of what I spend versus what I would if I bought them from Stampin' Up, it's thousands of dollars that I save. And the envelope is comparable, right? And especially what Cindy just said, most people just trash the envelopes and throw them away. And so I put more of what I can into the actual card itself, the kitting and the embellishments, everything else, you guys, was always going to be Stampin' Up. But I will say, I told Stampin' Up, I put a little thing in the sandbox. I said if they would sell bulk, or if I could buy bulk envelopes from them at 1,000 at a crack, or 2,000 at a crack, or 5,000 at a time, and they could give me as good of a rate, if not a little bit worse. I really don't care if it's a little bit worse, but I would buy them from Stampin' Up. But I'll be honest, so I get these big ones off of Amazon, and then I do get the other ones somewhere else. But don't ask me where I get them, because I'm not going to try to promote where something else. So you guys all have access to the internet if you are looking for envelopes. But everything else, I will always use Stampin' Up! For. So I'm putting that out there, that I'm not trying to disguise or trick you guys into thinking that I do use Stampin' Up! Envelopes. But okay, so on this one, what it says here is cut 2 inches from the right. So we want this side at 4 inches and this side cut off. So yes, I could cut 2 inches off. I could flip it this way, or knowing that cutting off 2 inches, because this is 6 inches wide, I could put this at 4, because 6 minus 4, there's that little fruit fly. I want to get him. All right, 4 inches, right, is 2 inches off the right, okay? So again, save this on your scrap pile. However you want to use it later in life, it's fine. Okay, so there's that one. Now, some of these get a little complicated because they're actually two. We're cutting off the top and the bottom. So in this case, you're leaving the sides because it's a horizontal view, and you want a 1/2 inch off the top. So a 1/2 inch off the top. So go here to a 1/2 inch. So a 1/2 inch off the top. And then we have a 1.5 off the bottom, right? Because ultimately we're taking 2 inches off. So this is 1.5 off the bottom, because 1.5 plus a 1/2 is 2. Because now we have our 4x6 going this way. All right, this one's an easy one. It's 2 inches off the bottom. So however you want to do that, you could either put this in this way. I like to get as much paper on this side as I can because you have a nice straight edge up there to help make sure it stays straight. So either way, you need 2 inches off the bottom, or you want 4 inches off the top. Again, this is a horizontal, so the main goal is always to get a 4x6. Now this is 2 inches off the bottom, right? So we're cutting it off the bottom again. So you could do 4 inches from the top, or you could do 2 inches off the bottom. Okay, so cutting that one down that way. Now this one is a vertical card. And we need to cut a 1 1/8 inch off the one side and 7/8 off the other side. So what I'm gonna do is cut off 7/8 from this side, but to do it, I'm gonna flip it this way and do my, the little bug is, so there's my 7/8. All right. So now what do? I'm gonna flip it back this way, and I need to get I need to get 1 1/8 off of this side. So I could keep it this way and go to my 4. The goal is always to have it at 4 inches, right? So that's how this one ends up being. Okay. I know it is sad because we're cutting off some of these trees. So if while you're cutting it, you're like, no, I want a little bit less off of one side, a little more off the other side. Totally up to you. Do our kits come with your, yes, they do, Cindy. They sure do. If you go to here, you might have to get your glasses out, but I do have 1 1/4 from the left, 3/4 off the right. I have chicken scratch, you guys. This one's 4 1/8 from the left. Yes, my Post-it note instructions are in here, you guys. Each one of these has it on. I took pictures of them to include in the tutorial for you. So this one says 2 inches from the right edge, or you could do 4 inches from the left edge. So we're gonna do this, like that. Great, I'm so glad that you're happy about that. I try to make things as easy as I can for you guys. So this is 3/4 from the left side. So we're gonna do 3/4 here from the left side. And then we need to just have 4 inches from the other side. So I'm gonna flip this around. And no. So I need 1 1/4 off the right. So let's flip this around and do 1 1/4 off the right. I was just gonna make sure I got it because our Bambi is pretty much centered. So here, that's what we want for this one. Okay, so Bambi's more in the middle then. All right. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset. 1 1/2 off the bottom, a 1/2 inch off the top. So you could do your 1/2 inch off the top, like that. And then you could flip it around and do 4 inches, right? Because that's the same as taking an 1.5 inches off. Because that's what we did on that one. So that's a horizontal. We'll put you back over here. Now this one's an easy one. It's a nice one. It's just one cut. This is 2 inches off the top. There's not a lot going on up here, guys. So that's why that got its head taken off. Excuse me. So we want at 4 inches here. This would make something, put that on a different card someday. But this is ultimately what, you're very welcome, Cindy. All right, now our Foxy lady. Now, this was Tyler's idea, you guys. Completely Tyler's idea. Because this by itself does nothing for me. This entire pattern is very washed out and blah looking. So I'm like, well, how do I make a card look so pretty with that on the outside? So I'm like, I don't have to. Tyler's idea was put it on the inside. He's like, this card leaves you wondering what animal is making these tracks going down the trees. And then he's like, and then when you open it up, you're like, oh, it's a fox. And what does the fox say, right? So the fox is the one going through and making. So this one, you guys, is a fun fold on top of it. So it opens like this, and then it opens like that. And then we've got a little piece of white in the inside for you. Okay, so the fox is a little special though. He is not going to be a 4x6. I actually have it at 4 1/8 from the left side. So we're gonna go 4 1/8, and then this gets used somewhere. Oh, that would be really pretty on something else later on. So that's the inside for the fun fold. And now this one is 3/4 from the right and 1 1/4 from the left. So let's cut off 1 1/4 from the left. Okay, and then we're gonna do 3/4 off this side. And that gives us our tracks so that they're kind of in the middle then. Kind of in the middle here, and then they come over here, and there's enough spot, I think, for our tag to go on there. So that's how I've got that. That's it for cutting, you guys. This thing can go away. All right, so that is all of the designer paper that we need. I would highly recommend you guys do not pull this out vertically. If you pull this out vertically, stuff is all gonna fall out. And we were so careful and cautious in packing this for you. So you definitely want, don't worry about your envelopes. Leave your envelopes in the bag or do with them what you want. But like, hopefully there's no little labels stuck in the bottom here, right? So you definitely wanna keep it horizontal because there's a little label for every card. And how we've got this set up now is that this is the right order for this. This is the extra ribbon that you'll have if you didn't do team pricing. You'll have, this one has the most because it's your fun fold. So you have your white, your Cajun, an inside, a matte for the outside. And what you're gonna wanna do is just set this piece of paper with this one. Okay, then this one, oh, and the fox, you guys. Don't forget the fox goes with that. So both of those, what we're gonna do is just merge this paper right into this. All right, hi Lori Baxter. Very helpful on the cutting. Good deal. Good. So now this blue one goes with the white. So every change, so these are 5x7 cards. So the base starts off at 7x10, scored at 5, gives you a 5x7. So at each change here now in the big cardstock, the 7x10, that's where you're gonna want to just intersort. So this white with the brown is for the big Bambi ears. And then you have, now you can tell that one goes with this one. And then the little house, like that goes with that. You guys, you can see those little labels in here. Your little labels should be matched up with each one of these. Okay. Oh, Donna really likes the cards. Good. Hi, Maria Gilbertson. You can see that white, that one goes with that. This one goes with the brown. And then this one is your white. And then the very last one is this guy right here. Okay, so now you have them all. Hi, Deb Norman. You have them all intersorted. You'll have all of these extra strips left. Now, somebody said in class last night, oh, you could put these on the inside. Yes, you potentially could, but when you look at it, oh, that one's not there. We lost that one. Hang on. I tried to keep them on the inside. There. It possibly could, but just know that they're small. They're a little smaller than the inside of the white, so it doesn't go end to end, and it might look not so good having that in the inside. That's where it might be better just to make something else that's really pretty with it. So you guys, all in the end, with the paper you'll have left over is 3 full sheets of each one, plus these little side strips, okay? All right, so what can we do? So all of these have different sentiments, and honestly, you guys, you could put whatever you want. We were talking last night. I didn't make any of these Christmassy because Tyler helped me work on the class together, and he didn't want them Christmassy, so we didn't do them Christmassy. He wanted everything else. So we did thinking of you. We did thank you. We did birthday. There's another thank you. There's birthday, love and big hugs. But we were talking last night that you could make these if you need an anniversary card. Do you need a Happy New Year card? Do you need a Thanksgiving card? This could be a Thanksgiving card very easily. What do you need your cards to be for? Though they're so pretty. I know this DSP made these cards so easy to like just make them look so pretty with so little involved. So with those of you guys that did the class with me, you're going to have 3 more sheets of each of these. Hi, Catherine Healy, to make more if you want to. So figure out what you want for sentiments. I'm going to keep the cards exactly how they are. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to like put some of it together so that you guys can kind of see the gluing process. So this card right here is the first one. Make sure you guys have a good liquid glue, tear and tape, mini glue dots, a tape runner, whatever you like to use for adhesive. Just make sure that you got a lot because it's gonna really use up the glue. I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna start just gluing things, right? So each one of these is a 4x6, and that means that the mat that it coordinates with, the mat is slightly bigger. You could do the mat at like 3/16 bigger or a whole 1/4 inch bigger. I did, so if this was 4x6, I did 4 3/16 by 6 3/16. So there's that. And then what we need to do here is, I've got these all scored. Thank you to Anna Rabadou. She scored all of these, you guys. Except for the extra 12 I made. I think Sharon Paralaz then helped me with those. So you can take your bone folder. You will need to fold yours and burnish them because I did not fold these because they were shipped in a bigger package. So what we can do now is we're going to glue this and this, all right? And then what happens is you want to make sure the fold for this is on the right side and the fold of the white goes on the left side. And this should fit in here. You center it as best you can, something like that. And then whoa, this one goes on the inside. Something like that. It's not quite like, so you have a little bit more Cajun on the top and the bottom for this, right? And then you will have this white mat for here. Now, I would highly recommend stamping whatever you want on this before gluing it. Hi, Brenda Lovelace. If you glue this in and then you don't like the way you stamp it, you're kind of stuck. You'd have to put another piece over the top potentially. So I would highly recommend like stamping whatever you want to stamp and then glue it in. But I didn't do any of the insides on mine. So I'll have to figure that out later because this one is actually a thinking of you. So if you want to stamp your focal images, put that on there. And then now you have 2 options for putting these on. You could pop this up with dimensionals like I did. I think I popped this up with dimensionals just to give it a little bit of height, or you could definitely glue it flat. Whichever you're wanting is completely up to you. But this should mat on here nicely. It should be centered really good. And I've got it so that the little swirl is on the bottom here going up, and then our little label will go here. So we're going to glue it like this and just center that on the thick white card base. And then what I'm going to do is set my label off to the side. I'm going to just set this off to the side. We'll start a little pile, and we're going to come back to this, you guys. Right now, I just want to, I think as a group, we're going to just glue pieces together and get that part done. Okay, so now this one is this card right here. You guys are going to be amazed. I hope that this class inspires you to make more cards using this paper and just letting the designer series paper steal the show. Okay, so what we can do is we're going to put both of these on with glue. So I told you it was all serious. We started class last night at 5 o'clock. And I started it early thinking, oh, it's a Stamp-A-Stack, because Stamp-A-Stacks usually take longer for people. They usually can take up to 4 hours when I do a Stamp-A-Stack in person. And when I had people that were done like around 6:30, I was like, whoa, that's way crazy. So here's that label. I'm going to keep that with that one. Move this over here and then bring in this one. So on this one, we're going to have that, this, the label. Now this is an inside. For any time I did a white base, you guys, I did not put another matted inside. There was a lot of paper. You guys, when you do a 10 by 7 like this used almost an entire sheet of paper. I had only an inch and a half left here, and I had 1 inch on the side. So for every card kit, it used 12 pieces of paper just for the base. And then the mats, I could get 2 mats out of each sheet. So then another 6. So I realized I used 18 pieces of paper, 18 pieces of cardstock on every kit. Like, oh, I didn't really factor in how much paper was going to get consumed in these cards. So don't put that on upside down. Oh, I did have it right. Ha ha ha. Okay, hang on. So this one goes here. So yeah. So there was 12 bases, 12 for the bases, and then for these you can get 2 up on a sheet. So, and then that doesn't include the white cardstock that goes in the inside. So the white cardstock we've got there. So I didn't cheat, but I did. I went 5, it's 4.5. You can only get 2. I contemplated giving you guys 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 on your inside, but I didn't want it to be too much border showing around. I didn't want it to look not weighted correctly. So I still went with the 4.5 by 6.5. So there's that one. All right. All right, Nora, sounds good. So that's that guy. Now, here's our Bambi big ears. So that's the one thing Tyler said about this one. This is the one he liked the least because he said the ears were so not proportionate for, like, not correct for the deer. So that's why it was not his favorite. But I think in class last night when I asked people which ones were their favorites, this one was a fan favorite. All right, so we're going to glue these. And again, if you want popping up of any of these at any time, go ahead and pop away. So this one will go right here. And then our little Bambi. So a lot of fun was had with mapping out what. So we're consistent about a base, a mat, DSP, right? So a lot of fun was when we mapped out what color, and we didn't duplicate like a color. Like if we did a white bottom, we either matted it with Misty or we matted it with something else. We didn't like duplicate a base and matte combination. I think we didn't, if I recall correctly. So that was fun too. That was a goal. We might have used Misty, but then next time we used navy. A lot of these have really pretty colors of designer series paper backing. So you have that focal front image, and then you have the back is a more subdued pattern. So like in this case, you've got the reddish background, and there's a couple of them that are ones, they're different reds. Oh, always make sure you get it on there straight. It's like that is good. Okay. Oh, and then we've got the inside for this one in a white label. Okay, so that's that. Oh, I didn't show you the card. Sorry, guys. There's the card. There's that guy. All right. I like to get random die cut pieces from the solid matte pieces before the DSP is glued on. Save. Oh, yes. Good call. Very, very, very good call. And I think Mary Lemke does that as well. So she told me she likes to do that. So on this one, you guys, what they're talking about is before you glue this down, cut something out of the middle of it. Take your die cutting machine and cut out a frame from here, cut a circle out of here, cut something out of the middle versus gluing it right down. See, this one's a really pretty red background as well. Yep, definitely. Because honestly, nobody's going to see it anyways. Once you have this glued over the top of it, nobody's going to see it. The other thing I want to remind you guys too is sometimes it's beneficial to hold your DSP up to the mat, because sometimes the mat could be just a hair bigger or smaller than you want it to be, and then you could still trim it, or you could trim the DSP a little bit. All right, so then this goes on this one. And this one has our little building on it. So that was the thick white. So whenever I did a white card base, always do thick white, you guys. So that's this one. We'll set him over here now. This one is Pebbled Path with Lost Lagoon. Okay, it's a horizontal, and we have our white inside, so we'll put that there. And then we'll flip these. I like these color combinations. This Lost Lagoon with Pebbled Path. It's so soft and nice. Now this one's got a tree background on it. All right, so let's flip these around with this one over here. And the great thing about this 5x7 size is that they aren't extra postage here in the States to mail them. So if you would mail square cards cost extra, where this is not extra for this. Now, what might be extra is if it's more than an ounce, yes, you have to pay an extra, whatever the ounce stamp is. But if it's still under an ounce, if you're not going to add a lot of extra weight to it, it shouldn't be over that ounce. So here's our thick white with navy combination. Another horizontal. So this one's another cool red background. So there's lots of different red options for the backgrounds on these, or I should say the back sides. They are going to go there. Yes, I know. It's so exciting. You guys, it's one thing to make cards and have them be pretty, right? It's another thing to make them fast and easy and efficiently, and they be pretty. So like pretty and easy don't always go hand in hand, right? But these are so elegant looking and so rich looking that like it's like, wow, that only took like a little bit to make, and it's because of the DSP. All right, so this is our house, and this has a white inside, and it's with Night of Navy and then Espresso. Okay, so this white will go for our inside. We got these two. And a little bit, okay, so this is a little green background, so you can see what that one looks like if you need some greeny DSP. And then this one goes here. And our house, so the brown, the espresso edging looks really elegant with this one. A lot of people, this was another fan favorite last night. This paper is not in the annual catalog. So you guys, this was released as an online exclusive, so you can't find this paper anywhere except for in the online store. So every 4 months, so 3 times a year, Stampin' Up! Releases on what they call online exclusives. It's only available in the online store, not ever going to be printed in a catalog, which makes it kind of difficult if you like to like track things in a catalog. So this one's got a really pretty navy with polka dots on the back. So it's not in any catalog. You can find this online. It's called, the designer series paper is actually called One Horse Open Sleigh. I need to actually go get the stamp set to show it to you guys. So what I'm planning to do, and this was the second time I did this, every new time there's, because I did Irresistible Blooms. So they had that Irresistible Blooms that came out back in April. That was what the Stamp-A-Stack was then. This one was Winter Wonderland because it featured this designer paper. And then there'll be another set of online exclusives that are published, I believe, in November. So I think it's November. So I'm planning another so there's 3 Stamp-A-Stacks a year, and each one will feature the new paper, stamp set, whatever it is, that is part of online exclusive. That's my game plan. So Irresistible Blooms, and I don't know what they are until we can see what the product is. I love the background on this one. This crumb cake neutral color, very pretty. So this one's a Misty Moonlight coupled with Early Espresso. Little white inside. All right. Oh, thanks for answering that too as well, Lori. So I'm going to show you guys in a moment. I'm going to finish gluing this because then we have all of our gluing pretty much done. I'm going to go get some of the online exclusives, and I'll also show you where they are in the online store. All right. So like this, and it's a vertical card. I almost put that on there sideways. All right. And then this one goes here. Yeah, so Donna asked, what page is the thick white catalog? Good call, Lori Baxter. She says it's on page 126 of the annual catalog. Thank you for answering that, and good question. So I like, whenever I have a white or a vanilla base, I always use the thick white or vanilla. It just makes the card a little sturdier. So then you have that label. All right, so you guys, we've gotten all this glued. Very cool, right? Now what we're going to do is stamp our sentiments, and we're going to put our labels on. So we're going if you are in the tutorial following along, we basically went from the first card is that one. We walked all the way through all of these, right? That's the order. And then the very last one. So I should say Diana, my mom, and we kitted these up in order of the tutorial, right? Or I should say we kitted them up in the order of this order, and then the tutorial was written based on the order we kitted them up. So now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go grab this exclusives really quick, the online exclusives, and show you that stuff really quick for those that don't know. And then what we're gonna do is pull out our sentiments from these few sets. Okay, so there was a batch of online exclusives released back in April, and then they had some more released this past July, actually like a month ago. To find them, what you guys need to do is go to stampinup.com, and when you go to, it's called in the online store, and it's, well, if you're going to place an order, then you just go to stampinup.com, and if you go into shop products, there is a section here called online exclusives. And that's where the only place you will be able to see where these online exclusives are. And there are numerous pages of this stuff. So like here's this mini, well, that's in front, hang on. Okay, this real red and gold dotted ribbon, like that's here. And then we've got that trucking along bundle, which is currently out of stock because it sold out really fast, but there's more coming. And so like the trucking along looks like that. So if anybody's wondering, we're doing the card benefit in October, is going to be a donation to the Wounded Warrior Project. And we're making an extra card because we always make one extra card for a $5 bonus, a $5 extra donation. You get another card, and we're going to be using the trucking along bundle. That extra card is going to have an American flag coming out of the back of the truck, and that is, so Judy Immel came up with this idea. It was pretty cool. So the trucking along is going to be used for the extra bonus card that everybody will get if they want the extra card for an extra $5 donation. All right, so like Timeless Charm, here's the bundle. So it's another stamp set and dies. So you can't find this in the annual catalog, but it's out there in the online store. These little sparkly things right here, adhesive bark, the snowflakes, that's in the online store. Now, the sleigh here, so one horse open sleigh, that's the paper here that we're working with right now. So that those were asking, like that's where this comes from. And then there's a stamp set here called One Horse Open Sleigh. So it was a suite that was available, and I contemplated using this suite for this class or not. And I kept it simple, you guys, with just using the DSP. But this is on low inventory. And compliments of Sherry Everett. She, no. That's something else. Hang on. Two things getting confused in my head. There's one more thing here, like So Very Merry, that I have. So you guys, this is the online store where you can go find more things if you're wanting more. Wait, there's more. Okay, so I got an extra one of those sets. I have it over here. Hang on. And what I had in my head is Sherry Everett. I did a drawing, you guys, and I'll do this later. I just remembered it. Sherry Everett's name was picked to win this as a half off bundle. I got an extra one to give away as a half off bundle prize. Sherry Everett's name was picked. She said she already has it. She said draw another name. Okay, so we're gonna do that in a little bit too. So somebody that is registered for this class will have the option to get that at half off. So, all right, back on track, you guys. That was a little side note. We're gonna be doing our stamping of our sentiments now. So let's grab our cards, and we're going to pull out the stamps that I used. So I had a heartfelt thank you. I used birthday wishes and love and big hugs from here. And then I used thank you, no, thank you. Season of cheek, season of cheek, use thinking of you. So I think that's what I got for those. And then what we're gonna do is grab our cards here into, so this one's Love and Big Hugs, and the dies. The dies came from different sets. So there's a die set out there called the Cracker Box and Treats, I think, dies. And so that's where this little label comes from. So we're going to do Love and Big Hugs here on that one. You could use navy as well. And I realize now I actually use navy, but the Misty Moonlight looks very similar. All right, so I think that's good for that one. Then we're gonna pull in the navy here. In the navy, so we're gonna run through our piles here again. So we've got that one. Now Thinking of You is also a photopolymer. Got blocks around here somewhere. So it's nice because you can see right through it. That is this one. So this one, this die, you guys, that comes from Timeless Arrangements. There's little stitchery with little X's in the middle. Super cool. All right, so we're gonna do Thinking of You on that one. All right, and then this one, oh, I did a congratulations. Okay, so I made this one into a congratulations card because you might have somebody that just bought a new house or moved somewhere. And so I thought this would be a great welcome to your home, you know, like congratulations. Now, I think because I'll give these cards away as prizes. So I think I'm gonna do this one as Love and Big Hugs. But I think on that one, I had it in my head, a congratulations would be super cool. All right, this next one, oh, I did that, Love and Big Hugs. You guys, if you know that if you watch me, I love to say love and big hugs. So I am very happy with that stamp. So that one also was in navy. This guy, okay, birthday wishes. So we're gonna pull out the espresso and I'll do this one as a birthday. Happy birthday. Again, another one of these. This is this Timeless Arrangements. The last one was the Cracker Box again. So this one is birthday wishes, fits in there perfectly. Okay, and that was espresso. This one is Thank You, and that is in, now this is from the Nested Essentials dies. Okay, that's where that comes from. And we're gonna use Thank You. And in this case though, I'm going to stamp it not on the mat. I'm gonna put that right about there. Okay, good deal. Made a thank you card. This one is going to be birthday wishes, but is it brown? Is it white? Hang on, let me see. It's brown, perfect. So this again is Timeless Arrangements. We have that class coming up in a couple weeks, you guys. So we were busy in the hive this week. Got back from camping on Sunday at like 11 p.m. and went right back into it, you guys. So we kitted up 3 classes this week, actually. We kitted up the monthly class, the Earthen Elegance class, and Let's Just Stamp. So 3 classes all kitted up this week. So you guys, I had a whole bunch of packages that went off in the mail today. So a lot of you would have probably gotten an email saying classes went out. So this one is Thinking of You. Now, this is Misty Moonlight around the edge, but I thought navy popped better. So this is Thinking of You with navy. So this die right here is actually from Countryside Corners, or the Countryside dies. I think it's called Countryside Corners. This one is a heartfelt thank you, and that is using navy ink. So let's grab this one. I'm going to practice on the back because I don't remember how straight this was. Oh, that's really good, actually. Okay, let's see if I can do that again. So this is another die. Well, it's good too. Another one from Timeless Arrangement. Such pretty stitching around the edges. So that's a heartfelt thank you. And the last one is Thinking of You. And another one from the Countryside Corners die. So Thinking of You. All right. So we've got those done. Now, that's it for the stamping for now. Like, you guys will want to go through and get your inside stamped at some point before you glue in. definitely get them done. And then go ahead and glue your insides in. Stamp any focal images that you want. For now, though, I'm not going to worry about doing my insides. I'm gonna work on getting our outsides done. Okay, so we got those kind of cleaned off. Now the trick then is to go to the chamois. So you guys, I highly discourage cleaning your stamps with wet wipes. Wet wipes are good to clean off ink off the round of the block or off your fingers, but wet wipes will leave the little white filaments on your stamps, especially these photopolymer ones. The chamois is the boss for cleaning up your stamps. You just need to rinse it under water to get the ink out of it every now and then and keep it hydrated. If it does dry out, you just put it underneath the water faucet, and just add water back to it. So we've got all of our stamps clean now. I would definitely, like, if you have a birthday card, put a nice sentiment on the inside. That would be good. Okay, so why don't we just grab this? You guys, I've given up on this stamp set. That's how it is. I have to actually take them and rinse them off underneath the water to get them cleaned up a little better. And then they'll get their stick back. All right, so then this guy, same with these. They're loved. And then our heartfelt thank you was there. All right, so again, these were the sets that I pulled sentiments from. Nature's Prints, Sending Smiles, Something Fancy, and Season of Chic. Okay, now back to business. Grab all your card kits. And now, what we're gonna do is go to town. We are going to use tear-in tape, would be my recommendation. And we ultimately want our ribbon to go on the back. So I'm gonna grab 2 pieces of tear-in tape, and I'm gonna put one there, one waiting in the wings. And again, you guys, I'm using my ribbon that's cut for a different class. We'll just have to make new ones. And so what I've got is a little tail and a loop. Okay, and then I'm gonna bring it across and make a little tail, and then bring this back. I'm sorry, a loop, and then bring this back. It makes it look like you just made a bow, but I didn't do that at all, actually. Okay, and then what we're gonna do, grab our ribbon scissors. You can trim your tails like this, and like that. So it makes it look like there was a bow that you made and then put it back there, but I definitely didn't do that. So hopefully I've got enough. I am just for good measure. Guys, I broke my nail today. So I keep trying to grab there, and I realize that is not the smartest thing to do because there's no nail to help it along. So we're gonna put this like that, and then we'll grab 2 dimensionals. And then this goes on the area, like over here, like that. And you can always, I think I'm gonna trim this guy just a little bit differently. I'm gonna trim it going up that way, like that. Okay, I think I like that a little bit better. Okay, so that's what we've got for this. And then you're just your inside. And that one should be good. All right, for the moment, we're gonna come through and we're gonna use the Stella pen at the end. Okay, so there, we're gonna start a pile. Now this one is a heartfelt thank you. Uses the blue again, the Night of Navy. All right, so let's actually grab, oh, you guys, I used the end of my tear-in tape. Look at that. I can throw that away. All right, so we've got one more on the top, back left, and one more on the back, bottom right. I gotta grab a tear-in tape. In my drawer of adhesives, and I'm gonna have a couple here waiting in the wings. Let's go like this. Now, you might be thinking, well, what are you gonna do with this, right? It's this scrap at the end. Well, I'm not wasting it. So I'm going to actually do the top part with that. Hopefully I have enough, like that. See? That was just enough to put there. And then I've got that tear-in tape waiting. So there's one. Now I'll go to this one. And I've got the loop there. So I've got the loop over on this side now. Make a little baby loop and then bring the tail back. And then what we're gonna do, put the tearing tape over the top to secure it, right? Grab 2 dimensionals. So you could have used one piece. You guys have your whole thing of ribbon. You could have gone back and forth like that. Well, I didn't want to waste that little schnibble. So I used it, and now this one goes over here. Now, if you're like looking at it and you're like, oh man, I wish the ribbon was more angled, you could still do that, okay? So what I would do is take this off and angle it more this way. So like, so there. So it has a little bit more curve to it, right? Otherwise it was kind of going straight up and down. So let's look at this now. So that's gonna go somewhere about here. And I'm gonna cut this now that it's on here. I can see it better. So that's that one. Boom. All right, so that one can go here. I think. Then this one can go over here. Now that one's got a label and this one goes horizontal. Grab the tearing tape. All right, Julie Bierschbach, sounds good. We'll catch you later in the replay too, Marcia, no problem. All right, so then this one, grab your ribbon and you could start whichever way. This one works good if you go loop, loop, and then I brought this back. It looks like a baby bow like that. Now, if you like that, great, go with it. You are gonna wanna secure, I just wanna see what that looks like. I think that'll be good. Put that over the top of it. You can always double check to make sure you like it. If it's good to go, put those dimensionals on. Like that one goes right about here. And then trim your tails of your ribbon. So that one actually to me looks good. I think what I'll do is get this little guy. Just like that. This one, I think I may make it a hair smaller. Okay, so that one's good. Move that one out of the way. Now this one, this is where your pool party ribbon is going to come in, right? So you have 2 feet of it. There's 4 cards that use it. And inside of the Season of Chic cards today, and you asked on there, who likes the brown? Like the brown team? What would be my sister Brenda? She loved all the autumn colors. Yeah, she sure did. Autumn is like Kelly Lamb too, you guys. If you watch Kelly, Kelly's favorite season also is autumn or fall. She got married in the fall and her birthday's in the fall. She just loves the fall, anything fall related. So, so this one, you guys basically have 2 feet, which is enough for 6 inches for each card that you have, because there's 4 cards that use it. So what I'm gonna do is, I've got, this one's fine where you make your tail this way. And, oh, this is actually what I did on this one. Trickery. So I'm gonna cut this and I'm gonna cut this. Because I really went like that. And now what I did is, I went and made a little loop like this. Okay. And then I made a little loop like this. That's how that one happened. And we'll put this right there. And then what you can do is just cut the back. Right? So I'll show you what this looks like here. That's how I ended up doing that one. So I did one just going diagonal. And then I made a loop and a loop. That was that. So we'll put dimensionals on this one. That hardly used any ribbon, but that should be good. So it goes down more the bottom corner here. Don't cover up Bambi too much. Okay, so there's that one. Birthday Wishes also uses Pool Party, and it's a skinnier label. So what we're gonna do is put one piece along the back here. Yes, Cheryl Taylor, I can so relate. When I lived in Miami, oh, it was always the same. It was the weirdest thing, having palm trees with lights decorated on them. It just didn't feel right. So, all right, and then this one, you can cross it and bring it back so the tail's over here, or you could have left it on the other side. We're gonna just trim that nice and button that up. Cross the back. Yeah, fall is great because you can open the windows, get some fresh air, and the cats love it. There's that. And then so this one's gonna go, I didn't pick the things up, hang on. This one's gonna go right down here. Good deal. And then this guy needs a little trim job, a little haircut. Good deal. All right, so that's what we have for that one. The big tree is so cool. It looks like the strongest tree out there, and that no snowstorm is gonna ever have a chance of taking it down. Baking apple pies, homemade noodle and chicken noodle soup. You betcha. Do the fall cleaning. Yeah, get the dust and the fresh air in. Help clean it up. I love that idea. Oh, thanks, Cindy Runtree. She said, don't forget to click the thumbs up, you guys. I really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to me and you haven't really watched me before, you don't know what I'm all about, I do have a way for you to just subscribe to my emails. If you go to my website, cardsbychrisb.com, you can go to the bottom, like I have a picture of me in a yellow shirt, and what you can do is enter your email address and you can subscribe to get emails from me. And I email about upcoming classes, when there's sales, like when they have free shipping offers, when there's new sign-up specials. If you get emails from me, then you know what's going on in my world of stuff. And even if people don't necessarily always take classes with me, they see the pictures of the cards that are offered in classes, and sometimes that is enough inspiration to help you keep crafting too. That you're like, oh yeah, I have all that stuff, I can make it at home too. But I do offer a lot of kitted classes for those that don't know, where you can get these card kits mailed to you. Sometimes they include product, like this one included the Stella pen, included ribbon, included the paper. Other times it's the 4 card kits or the 3 card kits, and you make the cards and you don't have any supplies left over. On this one, you guys will have supplies left over because it's a product-based class. All my Stamp-A-Stacks are always product-based classes. All right, so that's that. Now I think we have one more left with the Pool Party ribbon, and you should have a little bit left. So this one we're just going to weave back and forth. So let's put one waiting in the wings. When Hildy loves the one, the color of the big, yeah, around the strong tree. I agree. It's so good. So this one, we're gonna have it start here, and we're just gonna weave this one back and forth. No crossing over, no bow action looking like. And we're just gonna pop this like that. And like that, okay? And then he's a horizontal one. So I will let you in on a little secret. If you use this tear and tape and you try to put a dimensional over the top of it, that waxy paper is not gonna allow you to have it stick. So you almost have to pull that tear and tape off to get that extra little bit of stick to actually stick. Oh, thanks, Pauline. She said, my card classes and the kits are amazing. I really appreciate hearing that, you guys. We put a lot of love and energy and time into designing, and kitting, cutting paper, die cutting, embossing, all of the above. And we do it because we love to see what you guys, to help keep you inspired and helping you create. And there's something to be said about giving somebody a handmade greeting card. It is not a lost on people. It really isn't. So we have to just keep doing it. It brings joy to others, and just to see the smile on other people's faces when you give them a handmade card and writing a nice little love note on the inside, it makes it all worth it. So we're gonna put a little tail going this way, and this one is going to make it look like our fake little bow. And then we're gonna cross it and make another little loop and bring it back that way. And then, guys, tear and tape is your friend on this class right here with all these little tags. I will tell you that. Now this one, you're gonna need a little bit smaller of a dimensional. So You might have to cut off some or use some of those mini dimensionals that you have. And we'll put this guy right along the bottom here. Something like so. And oh yeah, it looks so cutesy. Just like downtown, my mom would say. All right, there's that one. And this one uses a little bit of blue. You can make this one look like a bow. You could weave it however you want to. All right, Judy Sharp, enjoy your dinner and have a good evening as well. Cheryl says, the whole operation of creating in the hive is amazing. It sure is. Let's see if I have enough to do this for this one. We're going to, I think, to keep this one so I have enough, I'm going to weave it back and forth. So we're just going to do it this way, and I have enough. So we're going to do it. Nope, you know what we're going to do? We have a little bit less up here. And then weave it this way up. And now this is enough. Look at that. Perfect. So that one's just a weaving back and forth. But on there, I made it look like a bow. Put a little tear and tape back here. Yeah, if anybody ever wants to come to the hive for a class, you are always welcome. I'm in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Now we're north of Milwaukee. 2.5 hours north of Chicago, an hour south of Green Bay, an hour to the east of Madison, right in the Fox Valley here. Oh, Debbie Gass said she got a whole new roll of tear and tape and a bottle of glue just in time. Good job. All right, this guy, I'm going to trim this though before I put this on here because it might be hard to cut it off otherwise. So let's get you trimmed up here. Oh, little guy, come on, there it is. All right, so then this one goes off to the side here, like so. All right, that's what we got for that guy. We got 2 left to finagle here. Oh, yes, a frame. Laura said, my classes are the best. She keeps them flowing and interested and lively. And we always try to teach you guys new things or remind you of things too, in case you may have forgotten or learned it in the past. Yes, Cheryl, you will be here in about, what, a month and a half for the escape, I think. That's your plan. All right, you guys, I got to dive in here and get one more of these poor little guys. My mom will help me cut up more of them. So my mom, you guys, she cuts all the ribbon for me. If you get one of my card classes. So this one, I think what I did is I crossed this one like this. And we're going to cut it something like that. And then this one will come like this. And now we're going to do, I'm going to do a loop back here. And you know, to save ribbon, I'm going to cut that short. And then we make a little loop. You guys, I got the frog. I haven't done a live for a week and a half. That needed to be just a hair bigger, but we'll be okay. And so I think my voice needs to get back into it, or I gotta get back into practice here. I'll keep that one a little short then too, so they're about the same. Put that tear and tape back here. And let's see, that's how much ribbon I have that I didn't use. I have an opened roll upstairs, so I didn't want to run up and get it though, you guys. All right, make you wait for this class even more. I know that people have been looking forward to this one a lot. All right, so we're gonna put this here. One more for good measure, I think, right? There. All right, so the blue looked really pretty with this, that navy color. Because there's a little bit of navy sneaking out in the snowbanks here. This one's gonna go over here. Cool, that's what we got for that guy. And the last one, we are going to, hi Sandy Zidune. Missed you too. All right, so can I make this one work with what I have here? I think I'm gonna just weave this one back and forth. So let's see if we start it right here and we bring it up here leave it like that. I'm gonna trim the end. And then I think I'm gonna salvage one of these ends over here, whichever one's my longest. I'm gonna make it look like it's attached here. See that, you guys? You see how I got it to look just like it, and it's just that little bit. Now we have to glue this so it doesn't come off on the person who gets it. All right, so they would never know that that was a little schnibbling back there. Oh, but we do need to use a smaller one here and here because it has a skinnier sentiment strip. That sentiment is one from that Cracker Jack box. All right, ha ha ha. So excited I got that. All right, this guy has a little bit hanging up right here. And then now this one goes over here. Okay, so you guys will have enough to make, if you really want to, use all this paper, you could make 33 more of this card because you have all the DSP from your paper pack. You could just add all your bases and your mats. You could end up with 44 of all these cards total. So cool. All right, so we've got all of our ribbons down now. So that one will go over here. This one is going on the done pile. Now, we've got them pretty much done. So I got done with all this to this point, and I'm like, what do we use for an embellishment? Because when you get a Stamp-A-Stack from me, it includes usually 3 things: the paper, an embellishment, and ribbon. And I was on, Kelly Lamb had stopped over, and I had just shown her everything. I sure did, Catherine. I pre-ordered from the mini catalog, and you guys, I had to tomorrow is a mapping out day. So the Autumn Creative Escape is coming fast. I do 2 escapes a year, one for each of the mini catalogs. So the last one was in January. So there'll be another one in January. The next one is in August. Okay, so all of the Autumn Creative Escape is based off of the Holiday Mini Catalog, and tomorrow is the day that was set aside to map everything out and start working and designing on the cards. And so I needed everything today. So I did pull, I should say, I bit the bullet, and I did next day delivery on the things that I ordered. And I don't think you can really see it. No, here, this way. I don't know if you can really see it, but on the counter, like all across the counter, I have everything kind of sitting there of what I got. Like I definitely did get, like, as a demonstrator, discount shopper, or hobbyist, you can buy everything in the mini catalog right now. So before anybody else. So that's another perk of joining Stampin' Up. You can join the Be Happy Stampers, or if you work with a different demonstrator, you're always welcome to sign up on their team. But that is one of the perks of being a demonstrator, discount shopper, or hobbyist, is that you can pre-order a month early, usually a month early. So I was able to get everything. I did one day. I have it all today. And then tomorrow is going to mapping out everything for the escape. So we usually do 9 make and takes plus a 3D project. There's creative presentations. There's creative displays. There's a goodie bag valued at $50. There's a Stampin' Up. I have an attendance gift that I had put the logo on for Stampin' Up. That is a gift to everybody who registers. And so I am not full on my event. I think I have about space for 15 more people. As of right now, based off of who I have all penciled in and paid, there could potentially be spaces for 20 people if some of the people decide not to do it, like for whatever reason. So if you're looking for more information on the Autumn Creative Escape, it's open to only demonstrators, discount shoppers, or hobbyists. You have to be with Stampin' Up. And just go to my calendar of events at cardsbychrisb.com and go to September 15th or 16th. I have one day set up right now for it. Okay, so I just took this out of the packaging. So this is your embellishment, you guys. So Kelly said it was really hard because it's like, what embellishment besides rhinestones would look good on all these cards? And so you guys have gotten rhinestones enough in different classes from me throughout the years. And I'm like, I don't want to keep giving rhinestones, even though it would work perfectly to have some rhinestones on each of these cards. The cards are so pretty in of themselves, I didn't want to take away from the cards. How long does it take to get the mini? Sandy said it's bulk mailing, Sandy. So some people got theirs last week, some people got theirs yesterday, some people got theirs today. It just depends on where you are in the country of when you will get it, okay? So I just took it out of the packaging. Yes, you guys, there are instructions. You could definitely read the instructions, but what you have to, I'm opening up a brand new Stella for you guys for this one. What you have to do is take this black ring off of here. Angelique can't wait for the escape. Yay! Yes, you guys, we're gonna have it awesome. So the escape is offered in person. It's a one-day event. You could pick from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. At the moment, I have a waiting list for, I have availability on Monday. There's a couple people that switched to the online version from Monday. So if anybody does want to attend in person, I have Monday available for in person. Otherwise, only online is available. It says the word push here on both sides. And what happens when you push this, you want to make sure it's facing this way. The Stella juice will come down the chamber and eventually make its way down into the brush. So you want to squeeze it, but now you guys, you got to be very careful. You don't want to squeeze it over the top of a project. You might get a plate or something, not paper towel, because that would soak up the Stella. But if you squeeze this really hard, I've watched people do it and it's just like came barreling down. So I did say August. I said August, so sorry. It's September. If I said August, you guys, I didn't mean August. Good. Thanks for correcting me. I appreciate that, Cheryl, and everybody else. Yeah, it is September, you guys. So it's September 16th or 15th. And if you go to my calendar of events on my website and you toggle forward to September here, it's the 15th, 16th, 17th. I have one day created. All of the details can be found here. I'm going to copy it over. I'm doing a shoebox swap the night of the 15th, and there's a shoebox swap the night of the 17th. I have enough people that will be there for each of those nights to do shoebox swap. So yeah, lots of stuff going on. Okay, so you guys, back to this. You're gonna hit push on both sides or squeeze, and then the Stella started to come out right there. Do you see it? It's gonna work. It's not enough because it's just sitting right there right now. So I'm gonna squeeze again, and you see, right? Oh, look at that, you guys. I did squeeze it enough. Do you see that? So one side it didn't look like it, but I flipped over to the other side and it's coming right down. All right, so I would actually take a piece of scrap paper, potentially, just to test it out. It's got to work its way to the tip of the brush, and eventually it's right there. I can see it. So got to work its way down. So it's working its way down the brush, and then all of a sudden it will get into the brush tip and start to leave Stella sparkle everywhere for you. It's coming out there. Okay. I know, Cheryl, you made the right plans. You were right. You guys, sometimes it's hard. Words are hard. So what you can do now is go ahead and just accent wherever you want to. Yes, Jeannie Parker, you're in on Sunday. I saw that you sent your money via Venmo today. Thank you. Cheryl, your Stella has a hole in it and it's brand new. Okay, go find your order from Stampin' Up, get your order number, and give them a call. I will tell anybody that if you call Stampin' Up now, because they just did their whole merging of their systems around, you might have a little bit of a wait once they open the queue back up, and you can just have them call you, put in your number so that they call you back. Okay, so Stella is something that you do have a hard time seeing on the camera, but what it does is it adds sparkle. So Cheryl, what you need to do is just contact Stampin' Up and let them know the order number, and they will send you a new one. So if you don't feel like you're getting enough Stella out, gently squeeze it again, just a little bit, and see if you can get a little bit more to come into the chamber. Once you get her primed, she's usually pretty happy and she'll work for a while. And then what you would do is when you need more, you just push on the sides and you can get a little bit more Stella. But you're just going to Stella. So this was the perfect accent for these cards, just to give it a little bit of glistening because there is so much snow. You can also Stella your ribbon if you want to put a little bit of glitter on there. So what you could do is go right down there like that. And then this one, okay, you could definitely do your snow here. Get your snow banks, and you could line the house here. Tyler was not a fan of this house. He said that the frame and the structure and the roof line was just not good. He's like, he didn't like this one. It's his least favorite. He actually wanted me to use the other side to make a card with the other side. And I did for him. I gave it to him. All right, so let's keep going here. Yes, Jeannie Parker, you're going to have lots of fun. Okay, so it's hard to show you this. It doesn't do it justice to show you through the camera, but you're basically going to just take that Stella pen. You know, and it never hurts to have an extra Stella pen. So if you have a Stella pen already and you got another one, you have one on standby now, which is good. You know, you go through the Stella, and it just adds that little bit of glitz. Perfect. Well, this one's a lot, right? You could choose what you want a Stella. Like, you could just do the white sections on this one. Guys, I opened up a brand new Stella for you. Normally what I do once it starts to get empty is I just keep adding rubbing alcohol to it so that it keeps rejuvenating her. So we're going to just go up here then. Good deal. Okay. Thanks, Susan Ray Hendricks. Gotta go have dinner. Good job. Yep. Glad you could make it. Yeah, they are very, yes, exactly. They will, if anything is ever wrong with anything that you purchase from Stampin' Up!, the one thing that you get, so you get the quality first off. You know, they have I think they have a very superior product, but what backs them and makes them even more amazing than any other brand, you guys, is their customer support. They have the most amazing demonstrator support, and you can call them for anything at any point when they're open. And they do have a policy, a 3-month policy. If it's within 3 months, it's like no questions asked. If it's more than 3 months, then you got to talk to them and let them know what's going on and work with them. But they are amazing. I've never had a bad person at Stampin' Up! That I've worked with ever. So, all right. Guys, so we're just going through and adding the little bit of Stella as our bling. Now, if you're at home and you want to add more bling to these cards, go for it. Add your bling, do whatever you want. Sky's the limit. Put rhinestones on, put iridescent rhinestones on, you know, whatever you have in your arsenal. I'm just going to do the top on this one here. Okay, and one left. Okay, so for this one, you guys, it's thundering here. It's raining. I don't know if you could tell that, but it's definitely, I'm supposed to be going to visit with a friend tonight at an outdoor concert. I'm supposed to meet her like in 45 minutes or so, like right after class, right? I don't get to see her very often, and so I said, yeah, I'll come after class. It's raining and pouring, and the old man is snoring, and he bumped his head, and he couldn't get up in the morning, right? So I bet she's going to tell me that she's not going because it's raining. So, all right. Whew. Okay, we got our Stella workout for tonight. She was not on her break. Boom. Okay, you guys, 11 amazing, awesome cards. We have matching white envelopes for the cards to mail them in. So you got that. Again, if you want to add any sort of embellishment, you are welcome to. But this is your stamp bag. This was, you know, when I thought about this, I'm like, it was a $50 class, right? And you got like $35 worth of product and 11 huge, amazing cards with the envelopes. You guys, I hope you think you got a deal, because I think you got a deal. So, but I don't mind at all, because as long as you're happy, I'm happy, right? That's how it goes. So, all right. How do you add to the Stella? So what you have to do is you take the chamber off here. I wouldn't use my nail to do it, it's broken, but you have to pop this off. You have to pop this chamber off. I take my pokey tool and you poke it and it comes off. I'm not going to do it because it's really full. And then you take rubbing alcohol and you just fill it with rubbing alcohol. I did a video, or Kelly did a video. If you go to my YouTube channel, it took 5-hour wait. My phone wouldn't, before they answered. Oh no, you died before they answered. Oh, not good. If you guys go to my video, or like my YouTube channel, so like Cards by Christine, and you search in here, Cards by Christine Stella pen, it'll be Kelly doing a video. I'm pretty sure Kelly did, it's called Refresh Your Stella Refresh. I think Kelly did it. Here, Tip Tuesday, refresh your Stella. So Kelly shows you lots of tips and tricks with how to refresh your Stella. You guys, we did a Tip Tuesday for like 2 years in a row every Tuesday. So there's so many tips out there. And she did a Technique Thursday class every Thursday for about 2 years as well. So lots of stuff out there. All right, so let's go back to the live chat. All right. I need to try instead of throwing away twos. Yes, I know Connie's been using the same Stella pen for like 3 years. So, all right. So let's do, okay. We're going to do some drawings, you guys. So we're going to try to give away Sherry Everett's stamp set to somebody. Like she had already won it at half off. I'm going to do a random number generator, and we're going to include everybody who took this class with me. So we had 57 people who signed up, plus I have 14 more. So I'm going to do 57 plus 14. So 57 plus 14. So we're going to do the random number generator through 71. And if the number is higher than 57, then whoever's number 1 is 58, number 2 is 59, how that goes. Okay, so I just said 71 people. So we're going to go to random number generator, and I'll drop the camera down here in a second, but we're going to put 71 in here. 71. And so I'm going to hit the word generate, and we're going to see who's next at the optional half off. 57. Okay, well, that's Cindy Ettringer. All right, so she might just be interested. So we will write her name on here. Cindy Ettringer. Very good. Now I'm going to do another generate, and we're going to do a door prize. So 32. Cheryl, Bo. Yay. All right, so Cheryl, I've got you down for a door prize. So I'm just, look at this pretty purple Post-it note. So we've got you for the door prize for the class tonight. Perfect. Okay. Then you guys, we had a lot of end of the month stuff to take care of, right? So July's over just like that. And we have a class card challenge. So when you take classes with me and post pictures of your cards in my Facebook page. So in case you're wondering, I have a Facebook page. It's Cards by Christine. And we go get to it like Cards by Christine. If you go to the features, so like my challenges are here. I do a monthly creative challenge and then a class card challenge. So when you click on the class card challenge, when you share pictures of a class that you got from me in the month of June or July, or if you got a past kit in that month, that counts too. You send pictures of everything. If you got your like paper pumpkin through me, it counts. Like Millie gets her paper pumpkin through me. Feline finished her Bright and Beautiful Memories and More class, and she doubled everything and made 28 cards. Very cool, Feline. Jenna Helms did. Okay, so this is how we want to see that you guys are making the card classes and getting everything done. I love it, right? So very cool. So what we have here is Carissa helped me out. I will pull up the list. Don't get locked out of Stampin' Up, right? There's I went too far. So Carissa helps me out. She pulled out all the names of everybody that, let's see where it is. Here it is, list for drawings. Okay, she had for the class card challenge, 13 people submitted their different cards for the drawing. So we're gonna go back to the random number generator and we're gonna put 13 in here and we're gonna pick a winner. So this is the class card challenge. I'm pretty sure that was class card challenge. Let's look here. Yes, perfect. 13. I'm gonna hit the word generate. Number 3. Number 3 is Judy Sharp. Judy Sharp, you're number 3 for the class card challenge. Good job, Judy. Thank you for taking a class and putting your cards out there. So I will have a prize for you. So then also every month we do a creative challenge where there's different themes. And so that's also in this same Facebook post. So if we go back here, and you go back to the challenges, there's a monthly creative challenge. I have to post the one out there for August yet, you guys, it's coming. So it's feminine, birthday, get well, anything goes. And then you would share your cards in here too. So there's different comments and people share different cards that they made. So Feline's got some, Jenny Knutsen's got some, Susan Warmley made a card. You have to kind of post out anything goes and then like what you use from Stampin' Up. So very cool. Stacy Burns was out there. Look at there. She made the house card, you guys. And she put some rolling hills, snows. It's just to give you guys more inspiration and ideas, okay? So we have here for creative challenge, there were 9 people that we had logged. So we are going to go to the random number generator and we're going to put 9 in here. All right, so 9, hit the word generate. Number 4. So number 4, let's go back here, you guys. I know I didn't print this out. I'm like, I'm going to save a piece of paper. Feline Mays. All right, Feline, you are the winner of a prize for the monthly creative challenge. Good job. All right. Then the other thing is when I do my what's coming up for the next month, I do a showcase video. Yes, Nicole, you are signed up for the Escape, but the online version, not in person. If you decide to change your mind and you want to attend on Monday, I have availability on Monday. At the moment, you guys, I'm full on Friday, full on Saturday, full on Sunday. I have space on Monday. Okay. So for my VIPs, I have a Facebook group called Cards by Christine VIPs. If you've bought product from me, you're on my team, or you've gotten a product-based class from me, you're welcome to join that group. I try to remember to add people, but sometimes there's a lot going on. And so if you've just bought from me last month and you're like, oh man, I'm not in this group, how do I get in this group? Just send me a note and I'll try to, I'll get there and get you in there. So I do a drawing in there that if you share that showcase video, you get in on a drawing for half off bundle. I have a pile of half off bundles that I've gotten that when I close my workshops, I get half off bundles. I use them as prizes. And so I offer that half off bundle choice to somebody. So whoever wins this, I will be in touch with them to ask them what half off bundle they would like that I have from my pile. So we had 17 people who shared it was the July showcase video that happened at the end of June. And so I have 17. So let me drop the camera down, you guys. And I'm frozen. Oh, and now I'm unfrozen. And then I clicked too many buttons. And here. Okay. So I have 17. We're going to click the word generate. I want you to go down there. Okay. So generate 2. All right. So the half off is going to go to Christina Bernard's. Now, if anybody ever declines a prize, kind of like what Sherry did, I would go back and do another drawing. So Christina Bernard's would have first dibs on this, and then after that, I would do another drawing if she doesn't want it. But usually most people want a half off bundle. Okay, so every month we do those drawings, okay? So I also have here some cards to share with you. Oh, and now top fans. So top fans, I have to do a drawing a little bit different. So I already had to pull the top fan winners. So top fans, so Facebook, if you comment on my page a lot and like things and share things a lot, you get a top fan badge. And so the top fan winners, so every month I do a drawing for people to win extra prizes if, so that's always fun. So I had the drawing done already, because there's no easy way to pull the name. So I slide my phone, and then where my finger stops, that's where the winner is. So Tracy Gruby, Jody Storman, and Rhonda Pacini. So Rhonda, P-A-S-I-N-I, Rhonda Pacini. Okay, so 3 top fan winners are Tracy Gruby, Jody Storman, and Rhonda Pacini. So Rhonda, I don't know who you are, so you'll have to let me know if you want the prize, what your address is. Okay, so just message me. Okay, so that's top fan. Good job. Yay, we got that done. Then we had card classes in April, and you guys, I have to do this. You guys, there's a fly here, and I might risk knocking something out, but we're gonna try to do this. Okay. It was a big fly, like this big, and I don't know what happened to him, but he's been stalking me this entire time, and he was just sitting here waiting, and I'm like, you're not gonna get me, buddy. Okay. Sorry, I had to do that. He was staring at me. Okay, so if you missed these classes, this is the Playing in the Rain class. It was the ink, paper, scissors for April. You can always go back and watch it. The PDF tutorial is available for sale. I do not have any left of this class. Completely sold out of this one. So I have the winners for these classes. Just like tonight, these cards will go to winners or whichever pile is the card class. So this one is a fun fold that opens like this, and then it shuts like that. This one goes to Feline Mays. Yay, Feline. Winner, chicken dinner. This one goes to, looks like that. You can always go back and watch the video on this class. Jean Manon, or Manon. Manone. Jean, I don't have your address. If you want me to send your card, I need your address. Da, da, da. This one goes to Julie Ledbetter. Julie, I have your address. I know where to send this. Yay. Da, da, da. And the shaker. Yay. This one goes to Becky Gandolfo. Yay, Becky. Congratulations. All right. So those are those. Again, PDF tutorials available. No card kits available. This one is the Legendary Ride or Ready to Ride. That was also in April. It was the sweet class for April. So you can go back and watch that video, or you can get the tutorial for this one. So da, 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 the winner chicken dinners are Shelby Dixon. Shelby, I need your address. I don't know you personally. I don't think I've ever sent you anything, but I would love to send you a beautiful handmade card. Oh, this was my favorite card from this class. Love it, you guys. So this one goes to Miss Sandy Hanniger. Hannager. Sandy, again, I don't have your address, so if you want your card, let me know your address. This one was super cool. Looks like that. And this one, Annette Falconer. Annette, I don't know if I have your address. If you could send it to me, that would be awesome. And the fun fold, that this goes up like this, slides in there like that. Again, if you want to watch this class, go to Legendary Ride in April. Or you can check my online store for the tutorial. Sue Thomas. Yay, Sue. I believe I have your address too. So Sue Thomas, Annette Falconer, Sandy Hanniger, Shelby Dixon, Becky Gandolfo, Julie Ledbetter, Feline Mays, and Jean Manon. Okay. You guys, I'm not always the best at names. All right. So these all are prizes that will be going out eventually, hopefully, to winners. And then, you guys, I'm going to take 2 minutes and show you some Happy Mail here. So we have here a card from Susan Bellamy. Yay, Susan. This was a Let's Just Stamp from the fall. I love it. Susan, you did a beautiful job. It's beautiful. I love it. So that was from Susan Bellamy. This one is from Karen Wetstein. Karen, you did a fabulous job too. Piecing all these together was awesome. Great job. A thank you card using Blackberry Bliss and all of the Design a Daydream paper. Matching envelope here. And then this one's also from Karen. Look at that. So pretty, you guys. It all matches. This was the Marigold Moments. So very pretty. Love the use of the ribbon and how she did a double bow. Made a thank you card. Very pretty. This one is from Sherry Everett. So I think that's what this is. Yep, this is, you guys. She did the mystery. Oh man, I lost my phone here. So she did the mystery card layout for the month of July. I don't know why. My phone just went and it turned like that. Okay, now it's back. All right. Oh, that's Sherry. Yes. Well, you know what? You guys love getting Happy Mail, right? So I try to send as much Happy Mail as I possibly can. This was the mystery card. She used some of the fishing designer paper, the Countryside, some boho blue. It's perfect. I love it. It's so gorgeous. Sherry, great card. Thank you for this beautiful card. And then this one is from Judy Bobo. She used circle. Here, she's got a list, you guys. She used circle is simple shapes. The flower is sentimental park. The sentiment is on the horizon. And inks are old olive and peacock. Oh, the ribbon. Here's old olive and peacock, and so are the inks. Such a pretty card, you guys. Love it. Love the inside. Matches really nice. Such a pretty card. Cindy loves the team blue colors. This is from Carolyn Ketchmark. She won a half off bundle from last month. Yay. So she used some of that autumn paper from a couple years ago. Very pretty. Some champagne rhinestones on here. So very pretty card, Carolyn. Yay, another pretty one. You guys send such pretty Happy Mail. Sharon Davis. She's part of my In Color Club, and she got a class. So Sharon, it got mailed out today. Yay. She used some of these flat sequins. I love it. And then used the Earthen Elegance. Oh, man. Look at that. I bet I can fix that, though. So it looks like it got pulled off. And what we're going to do is just put a little dot of liquid glue there. Because what happens is Sharon didn't write on the inside for me. So I can reuse this card, which is awesome. Whenever you guys putting Post-it notes on the inside like I do, then I can reuse these and share the love a little bit more. This one is from Cindy Runtree. So Cindy here has Green Galore Winter or White Night of Navy. The ink is Green Galore Night of Navy. Light Mango Blends. The stamp set is called Color and Contour, and another Hello is from another company. Look at this pretty card. I love that die cut with that hello like that, with the green galore and the navy, and then stamping some flowers and creating her own background. So cool. This one is from Darrell, yay! So she got a class for me and a tutorial. So she sent this as a little card for thanking me. I love it. I always need birthday cards, so I love it, Darrell. This one came from Susan Bellamy. She did the kit class, you guys, that we did like maybe a week and a half ago now already. Or was it last week? It was last Tuesday was the kit class. Look what she did on the inside, you guys. She made a purple branch with a purple apple just for me. Love it. So very good. So Susan's doing the escape with me as well. And then this one is from Tammy Steckling. So this was a paper pumpkin kit, if I'm not mistaken. Kelly usually does the paper pumpkin, so I don't always know them the best, but I'm pretty sure this was a paper pumpkin from earlier this year. So it was really cool how you put it all together. I love it. Very pretty. Thanks for brightening up my day. So that was from Tammy Steckling. Yay! So, all right. So that's the happy mail I have, you guys. Such happy mail. What else? I think that we're pretty good. So I gotta get my skedaddle on here. I hear the fly, you guys. It was around. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I saw a little buzz. Oh yeah. Oh man. Okay, it's in my tape dispenser. Okay, I hear it buzzing like, sorry, that was probably not the most appropriate thing to do on the camera, but you guys, it was this big black green fly that was probably this big, and he was staring at me like he wanted to eat my like, it made me itch. So I had to get rid of him. So poor little guy. Okay. Whew. Oh, real quick, you guys. This is what's coming up, okay? I have to put this out here. We have the fishing classes next week on the 9th. So you guys, I have 5 more of this class. It's a fishing stamp a stack. Now, this class was 10 of almost the same card, right? Or 11 of the same card. Now, this fishing class is going to be slightly different. It's 10 different cards using one sheet of designer paper. So I have 5 left. If you liked this class, you're going to love this fishing class. It's such a great, you get some manly man cards here. So that's 5 left of that one. Rose has her class coming up soon. I still haven't colored my cupcakes. Oh, he got out. He's flying around. I still have to color my cupcake, but this one right here, it opens like that. It's like a gift card holder. This is the Technique Club class with Rose. I have a bunch left of that. On next Thursday, so a week from tonight, you guys were doing the Earthen Elegance. We kitted this up today. I have a lot of this class left if you'd like to get on it. If you buy the bundle through me, which is on low inventory, you get a half a pack of the designer series paper that goes with it as a gift from me. So that's still available through tomorrow, I think. The Let's Just Stamp Playing in the Rain. I've got 6 or 8 left of this, maybe 8 left of this class in case you want to get in on this one. It's free with an order, a $45 order, or you could pay for it. The Earthen is also free with an order, or you could pay for it. This one is free with an order. And then this one is $68 mailed, or $55 if you want to do porch pickup. And then the monthly class for August looks like this. And I have about 10 left of this one. So lots coming up, you guys. So this is literally the first class of the month. It's in the books. Smush it. Good. Okay. The fur babies, Catherine, they were sleeping like little babies in the house. So they were sleeping like little babies on the couch. I'm like, yep, you guys, I'm gonna let you. They had a hard day today. They were in here running around with us, and they need their nap. So I will smush it. I took my paper and I flipped at it, and then I didn't see it fly away until it was gone. So Debbie Gass will be doing the technique class. Oh wait, Debbie, I'm gonna add your name to my list so I have it. There were 26 people who did technique class last month with me, and so I'm kidded up. I'm kidding up 28. I think we're only at 14. So I'm not sure if more people are planning to do the technique club class and haven't signed up yet, or if that maybe like people are just maybe not going to do it this month because of the cards. Not sure. So, but if anybody else is on the fence with getting anything, like just get with me so I can get your name on the class sign up list. So it is Thursday. I woke up this morning. I had no idea what day it was, you guys. Well, canoeing down the river too. I'm like, I don't know what today is. I don't know if it's Friday or Saturday or Monday or Tuesday. It was crazy. So the phone went in airplane mode for most of the trip, but I did get on it a couple times. So I don't know if you guys can hear that wind and the rain coming down, but I don't think we're going to be watching a little band playing outside in the rain tonight. So I'll have to check with my friend and see what's up. So, all right, you guys. Well, it was a great class. I hope that you guys enjoyed making these cards with me. If you're interested in my last kit, please reach out to me. I can give it a few days, and if nobody else wants it, whoever reaches out to me first would have first dibs at it. This class was $50 or $60 mailed. I put in a priority padded envelope, so it was either $50 for porch pickup or $60 mailed, and I could get it in the mail probably early next week to the person who gets it. So yeah, all good. I think we're all good. Oh, I have it right here. Okay, so you guys, I said I made a card for Tyler. So he was not a fan of this card, right? So I made him his very own special card, and it happened to be sitting right here. I made him the opposite side. Is this green, and then I used the Countryside Corners dies and put that on here and used some of the pecan ribbon. So this was Tyler's impromptu other card. That was the back side of the house card. So yeah, I did have it here. I was kind of scoping out where I had that, and there it was. So cool. You guys got to see it in the class. Yay. All right. Well, I'm going to sign off, you guys. Lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to everybody. You enjoy the rest of your night. Have a great weekend ahead. Make something pretty, right? Oh, good night to you too, Cheryl. Good night to everybody. I'm glad you guys enjoyed class. We'll catch you for the next one. I'm just trying to think what we have. Oh, I think I won't be around this weekend. We're actually heading up to Door County, or not really Door County, but Sturgeon Bay for a couple days to hang out with some friends that we haven't seen for like 3 months. So we're trying to make our rounds of people that we don't see very often. So that's what we have going on. So you guys have a good rest of your weekend. I'm going to count to 10 in case it cuts out early, and love you long time, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.